Hi Gary, it's Hire from University of Hertfordshire and Cannes Social Project there. I wanted to ask you about the book. You've been pushing out the book very hard, and I can see that everywhere. And I was just wondering, is that because the company or the publisher is not doing the right job for it, or is it because you want to push as much as you can? And my second question, if I can, is how do you plan about promoting the book, and how did you do that? What are the key things for us to think about? Thank you.
So there isn't a publisher in the world that's a marketing company. So my publisher hasn't done dick for me from a marketing standpoint ever, and I actually never expect them to, and don't even think about it. And it's just not what publishers do, in my opinion. Generally, of course there's some, right? But boy, there's none by my kind of point of view, right? So no, the reason I'm pushing it so hard and throwing so many right hooks and have been hustling so hard was based on the initial, remember I said I'm a counterpuncher? Because so many people think it's so good, because it's positive sentiment, I realize its impact can be more scalable for me because it's being so well received, because it is establishing as itself as the social media 201 book. I realized, oh shit, this has a prayer of really having a network effect. Let me triple down because the reaction I was looking for, I'm getting. So the reason I've done so many business podcasts and willing to give up a lot of the equity I built with a lot of you by posting plenty of right hooks on Facebook and Twitter and saying, buy my book, is because I think there's upside for me, because the amount of people that are reading it and then buying more for their staff, their employees, their friends has been at such a higher rate than my prior to, and that long term, that benefits me some way or another. So that was a reaction to the early feedback. I started promoting in August, heavily in August 1st, heavily. So I've been promoting it heavily, not as many right hooks as I am now, because once you're on sale and actually physical, it's easier to convert your right hooks, so I saved that. I think if you're selling anything in life, you're always selling it way before the actual date. The amount of publishers or people that put on events or artists or anything, they're like, I have this event coming out in a month. What should I do on social media? I'm like, it's over. I'm like, social media is a marathon. You need to use paid and search and other things that are quicker, because social, you're just gonna throw right hooks, it's not gonna work. So I started throwing early. You might notice I've had a lot of success this time with SlideShare. Right? I've put out 2 SlideShares that are getting a lot of attention. I'm putting out case studies. I mean, I literally left here to post that Medium article. Like, I'm putting out a lot of content because I know I'm throwing so many right hooks that I need to offset it with jabs to the best of my ability. To me, it's running a marathon, doing the right things forever. Last year, because I was running the company and wasn't selling anything, it was very easy for me. I jabbed all of 2012, built me up a nice equity to, and so, to me, the biggest way to sell books specifically is to sell them months before they actually come out, which is not a traditional way. Everybody thinks you hit the week it comes out. I think that's ludicrous. I think you sell months, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in advance. And to me, using the new medium, right now podcasts in the entrepreneur and business world are very hot. So if you're a business podcast listener, you're not gonna be able to miss me. You're gonna be sick of me, because I've been on all those shows. I've taped more than you haven't heard yet. More are coming. Like, I'm just, and it's been interesting. Like, people are like, I'm watching tweets even on the way here as I was walking over, like, just heard the Michael Hyatt and Pat Flynn and Lewis Howes podcast. Okay, now you finally got me to buy the book. I'm like, motherfucker, I fucking engaged with you for 4.5 fucking years, answered 4 of your emails, you listened to 2 other podcasts, and now you fucking are gonna buy it? It reminds me that none of us are entitled to anything. None of us are entitled to a damn thing. We are in a capitalistic, consumer-based world. Everybody's trying to reach for their money. They only have so much of it, and you need to provide as much value as humanly possible, and then maybe you'll have a chance to convert. The entitlement of businesses and entrepreneurs right now is completely out of whack.
And with that, as a final word...
One more, Raj?
Huh?
One more question?
You're the ops guy, you want to slide it in?
The venue will deal with it. Or we'll get her a discount to the website.
All right.
Oh, what was the second question? I planned to buy, I built a CRM on the back end. I built a personal CRM based on how many times people tweeted at me and engaged with me, and used that data that I bought from DataSift which is a great company, built a CRM that I built a front end to that raw data that they gave me, which was every historical tweet by everybody that ever tweeted at me, and I looked at it and prioritized who I should reach out to, who had, what I consider clout, not the company, like what I thought was interesting, and then I created a lot of notes and like lived within that, and it was highly effective to me. I'm actually building it out as a product for our agency because I really know what to do with it, and it's very different than what's in the marketplace, which I'm in the business of selling things. You know why I love social media? Because it sells shit. And so I'm building it with that in mind. When I heard one of my brands paid $400,000 for a web experience, when I know how much it cost Foursquare to build fucking Foursquare, not some dumb fucking landing page, I shit my pants. So like if I put you on Snapchat and it gets you a ton of press and that helps you get a better relationship with your biggest customer, wasn't that a good reason to do it? Everybody's just too black and white. The world is gray.